certain paths that you could go down. So like it was either like a nurse, a doctor, an engineer, things like that. And I think a lot of our parents' generation had passions and things that they want to do. Because you could talk to your parents sometimes, they'd be like, yeah, I really wanted to do this actually when I was a kid. I remember my dad told me once he really wanted to be a pilot. Yeah. Like he was like, yeah, I loved like aviation. He was like, if I had an opportunity, I would have like focused on that. But I feel like they just did what they had to do at that time. Whereas our generation, a lot of us like, some are not even going to uni. Some are just like, do you know what, for what I need to do, I don't actually need to go to uni. Exactly. Everyone's doing their own thing. They're like, I can make money doing this on social media. I'm going to start a business. I've never studied business a day in my life, but I'm going to work hard and I'm going to do it. I'm going to follow, like, we're very like, follow your dreams, follow your passions. Yeah. Where they just did what they had to do. And I quite like that about our generation. I like that we are changing the norms, like even down to getting married and having kids. A lot of people's parents just kind of had kids together when they knew they shouldn't have been together. It was kind of the thing to do. Yeah. I'm at this age now, I want to have a kid. Whereas our generation are like, I'm not going to be with someone just to have a kid. Yeah. And you're not going to put pressure on me because I'm 32 and I haven't had a baby and a kid. Like, I will get there when I get there. Like, I'm doing it my way. I want to actually love someone, fall in love with them. Even just little things like, I'm going to marry someone outside of my culture. Yeah. I'm going to marry someone outside of my religion because that's what I want to do. Yeah. Whereas our parents were so like, oh, you just have to marry this person because they're from Uganda. Yeah. And you know, we found with you, so you need to marry him. They're from a good clan. Yeah, they're from a good clan. They're from a good family, whatever. Whereas we're just like, no, like, we're going to do it how we want to do it. Yeah. And if it means that I have my first kid at 34, I have my first kid at 34. Yeah. And 100%. And that's the thing I'm really like, that's the big difference. And I think a lot of parents do struggle with that. But I'm quite lucky personally that my mum isn't really like, you need to... Yeah. 100%. Yeah. Because even to piggyback off of what you said regarding like following their dream career paths, things like that, I would also say I low-key get why they would used to think like that. Yeah. Because the career choices that we have now are far bigger than what they were back then. So like, even for example, let's say when a lot of our parents came to the UK for the first time, being, let's say, a radio presenter didn't make as much money as it does now. Yes. So what was the point in getting it? Yeah. So I did understand it from their perspective. Yeah. But what helps us now is there's so much more opportunities. Yeah. So now we can afford to do stuff like that because a lot of these paths are lucrative now. Yeah. Do you get what I mean? Oh, yeah. Fam, even jobs like streaming, people are watching you just be in your room, literally, chatting shit. And that wasn't really a thing when that only kind of started... Literally a few years ago. Later for us, yeah. Like, so even stuff like that, even when we were growing up, we didn't have the opportunities like they did now. Yeah. You had to work so much harder back then than now. Because of social media, it's opened up so many different pathways. Many doors, even outside of just social media career paths, social media has even introduced us to industries that some of us haven't even heard of, like tech. Yeah. All of this, like, a lot of people have been introduced to different categories of career paths. And it can encourage people to go down that said career path. Yeah. So, yeah, I think opportunity plays a big role in that. Yeah. But like you said, luckily, we've been fortunate enough to have parents who kind of encourage us to follow our dreams and stuff. Yeah, thank God we do, yeah. Even like my dad, when he was younger, he wanted to be a footballer. Oh, really? And he was actually a very good footballer. He was quite well known in Uganda. Oh my gosh, I didn't know that. Wow. Even like scouts came to see him and like wanted to offer him things. Crazy. Yeah. I still haven't even the newspaper articles. That's mad. Yeah, it's mad. But then when he started getting offers and stuff like that, his mum said, no, you're not doing it. Why are you going to be a footballer for? So then because of that, he went into finance. So she's like, you need to go to uni, go into finance, make money. So he did that, but then he always
I could always see that he always resented her for that.
For that, yeah.
So when he had us, it was like, whatever my kids want to do, they're going to do.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't want to put that thing out there that all African parents are like that. There are some African parents who
are very open.
Are kind of like how a lot of us are now, where it was like, I didn't like the way my parents treated me. So when I had my kids, I did the opposite.
Yeah.
But I just think what our generation needs to do is to find the happy medium.
Yeah.
Because I feel like one of the downfalls of our generation and future generations is we're losing our culture back home.
Yeah.
So like a lot of us don't know the language, or even if we understand it, we don't know how to speak it. We don't
live an example of that.
Yeah, like we don't practice a lot of our culture back home because we're so embedded in the British culture. So when we have our children, it's like, if we don't take it upon ourselves to take some of our culture, it's just going to disappear.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? And then soon our children and even grandchildren will just be like, I'm British.
Yeah. And that's really
scary. That's what I don't want. So that's why even now I'm trying to get more involved in like the Ugandan culture.
Yeah.
And like read up on what's going on. Who are the current artists right now? I even, want to start taking Luganda lessons.
Do you know what? I actually think I'm going to start doing that, you know?
Because I understand it fluently, but I'm not confident with speaking it at all.
I don't even
So I want to get comfortable with speaking it so that when I have my children, I can be fluent type thing. So then at least the language aspect still stays with my children.
Yeah, that's really
important. I don't want my background to fully disappear. And especially because of me.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? It's just finding the happy medium so that you could be the bridge between the previous generation and future generations to come.
I think you've made and I'm so glad that we do have things that you can learn. Like you can do lessons. Because I've seen a lot of people, actually there was a guy I was following on TikTok and he was doing Yoruba lessons and then he got married and at his wedding, he did at his traditional wedding, he did a thing where he had to speak and he spoke in Yoruba. But it was a big moment for him.
Yeah.
And it was really nice just to see that we are really trying to be that gap. Because I don't understand Luganda at all. But my parents are obviously from 2 different countries, but it does still upset me a bit that I don't understand. For me, I want to at least be able to understand, and I really want to have culture and be really strong in it. That's why I'm really big on, like, when I get married, I really want to have a traditional wedding. Like, I want to do everything the way they do it in Uganda, like proper, as if we're there. Like, I want to really do everything and then instill that in my kids. Like, when I have my kids, it's so important for me to take them back home and do all of these things. And I hope that I marry someone that loves their culture. That's literally one of the things I've written on my manifestation list from a partner, like that someone that loves their culture.
Yeah.
Because if I marry someone that's from Nigeria, from Ghana, I really want them to love their culture.
Yeah.
So that we can raise our kids knowing, so that they can go and say, we're from here, 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 and here. Mm-hmm. Like, I want my kids to have African names. Like, I really want to keep that going.
I hear that.
I really do.
I definitely hear that.
I don't want that to get lost.
Any avenues that can keep your culture alive.
Yeah, I'm there.
You should definitely do. Yeah. I agree with you on that.
I need to just get back into more. Yeah, find out what's going on back home. I used to go to so many Ugandan things and all of that, but I just stopped going, boy. But I need to just small things, like get back into it.
Yeah.
Little things, even on like my Sierra Leonean side, like spending more time with people because I'm not that close to that side. So I would love to hang out with more people that are from us so I can learn more about the culture as well, so that my kids can know, you know.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But I think regardless of the pros and cons, I think we are moving in the right direction.
Yeah, I think we are.
So as a generation, I think we're doing a good job.
I think we are. We definitely are.
So keeping in the theme of Black History Month, I wanted to briefly discuss Lenry Henry. So, do you remember
the Lenry Henry show? No, he was honestly,
classic.
When we talk about giving Black British people their flowers, we need to give it to Lenry Henry.
100%.
There were certain shows that we grew up watching as Black British children.
Yeah.
That just was so. I don't know how to describe it, but literally, Lenry Henry show was a thing in my house. Like, we used to sit down and watch the Lenry Henry show. Little Miss Jocelyn, like,
Little Miss Jocelyn.
We have to give them their flowers because we grew up with them, and it was just so nice to see black faces on TV, and Lenry Henry is one of them.
True, man.
Love Lenry.
In the name of Jesus. In the name of Jesus.
No, Little Miss Jocelyn. If we could have a national Little Miss Jocelyn Day, we need to have it. Because growing up watching her,
that was one of my favourite shows.
Special. Man. We literally used to get a takeaway every Friday night. We used to go to KFC. When I used to eat KFC, because I don't eat KFC now. Anyone that knows me know. And yeah, we would just sit and watch Little Miss Jocelyn.
Fam, that was a show and a half. I even got the DVD. The way I rinsed that DVD.
Really?
Yeah, my mum bought it for me. I was like, Is it on YouTube?
Yeah, it's on YouTube. I watch it on YouTube. Yeah, I watch it on YouTube.
Fam, what a time.
Honestly, what a time. What a time.
Gosh. But yeah, sorry. To go back to the topic. So recently, Lenry Henry was in the news because he said that he thinks that Black Brits should get 18 trillion pounds in compensation over slavery. So the article is very brief. It just says, Sir Lenry Henry just called for slavery reparations to be paid to all Black British people. In his new book, the comedian argues that the UK government should provide 18 trillion pounds in compensation payments. He wrote, "We personally deserve money for all the effects of slavery." Now, Rashida, what do you think about that? Should we get reparations?
Do you know what? This has been... I remember there was a time when I think Prince Harry was like, we deserve reparations, or he said something along the lines of like, it's going to come a time where Black British people are going to ask for reparations. I think we deserve reparations. I don't think we'll ever get them though.
Hell no, we're not.
This country that we live in, it's never going to happen. Never. And it is frustrating because, yeah, like literally they went and got us and they brought us here to rebuild their country. Especially, I always think of the Windrush generation. They went and took those people from the Caribbean and brought them to this country. And those people worked. They built up our NHS. They built this country back after the war. And the way they get treated, even the whole Windrush scandal,
I can't believe that. I'm not going to lie. That was insane.
I think that is one of the wildest things. Do you remember when they made a documentary about it and there was a man and it was a true story and he basically, it was the whole thing with Windrush and they literally like, you need to go back. Like they literally like stripped him of his citizenship. They were like, you need to go back.
Even people who were born here.
Yeah.
Like, that's what's crazy.
They've been getting sent back,
We're getting sent back just because you were a descendant of someone in the Windrush. That was so inhumane.
Inhumane.
Because it was like, you built a country for us. All right, fuck off now, thanks. And then, to pay homage, they put a couple pieces of fruit in the middle of fucking London.
No, that
statues.
A fucking train line, the Windrush line. It's like, okay, thanks. What's that going to do for you?
It's not going to do anything.
Those people have suffered. I went to a Justice for Windrush event. I was working and I got to speak to a lot of people that have been directly affected by the Windrush. When you hear these people's stories, Dionté, I couldn't believe it. There was a guy that literally said like he couldn't even get NHS, and the amount of money, what they have to go through, what they have been through, all because the British wanted to fast up themselves to go and get. It's like you literally used them to rebuild your country.
Yeah.
They come here, they start lives because what could they do? They had to restart their whole lives here. And then you say, sorry, but we can't help you, so...
But I think as well, it's just very cheeky because this is just UK culture. They will, when they need you, they'll welcome you with open arms. Or when you're doing good, they'll welcome you with open arms. The second they feel like they don't need you or we may make a mistake, all of a sudden it's like, fuck off. Because even with everything going on with like Nigel Farage.
The marches.
Yeah, and like his main point of his campaign is about immigration and all of this. But it's like, you went into other people's countries first and made them war zones to the point where people can no longer live there.
Exactly.
And now when these same people come to seek refuge, you're like, no. Well, maybe if you just left people alone in their countries, we wouldn't be in this situation.
Exactly.
This is something that the UK started. So I don't really understand how immigrants are getting the blame for it, because a lot of us wouldn't be immigrants if you had just left our countries alone.
No, it's just...
Yeah. I've said it before and I'll say it again. There's a reason why countries celebrate independence.
Yeah.
From who?
Exactly.
So
it's just, yeah.
I just hate the fact that the story has been twisted to make it seem that immigrants or whoever are to blame for why the country is sinking, when really it's the opposite.
Yeah.
Even statistics show that immigrants tend to put more money into the country than take. So
they work
this
so
is all
hard.
just, to me, this is just feels like propaganda, like to push a narrative. But the real reality is the government is spending a lot of this money. That's why we don't have money anymore.
Yeah.
They're spending it on themselves, and then they try to get a topic and hide behind that topic. And this topic just now just tends to be immigration.
Yeah.
Which doesn't really make sense because we're a very small percentage compared to the entire UK. So make that make sense. But again, I just think, like you said, we're never going to get this reparation. I think as well, they've shown us time and time again that they're barely respecting us. So to even receive one payment, I highly doubt. Look how they act when they feel like we're all on universal credit. Look how they're all acting. That's simple money. So you really think the way the UK will riot?
God. If they ever said, yeah, we're going to give reparations, I actually think this country will go into meltdown. It already is in meltdown with the whole like EDL marches and everything that's going on. So imagine if they turned around and they were like, yeah, we're going to give black people reparations for slavery.
Yeah.
For what we did to them, for how
they will burn. You see,
have traumatized generations, for how we came into these people's worlds and completely shook them upside down. That this country would literally have a meltdown.
You see,
that's our money, that's taxpayers' money.
You see Mark Duggan when it caused all those riots?
Do you remember?
It will be that times 20.
Times 20.
But it will be all over the UK, not just bits and parts of the UK. It will be all over. It would literally cause mayhem.
Yeah.
So, to be honest, yes, if it was there, I'm taking it.
Of course.
But I don't care enough to seek it. Like, I'll rather...
I just think it would just be too much faff. That's really sad to say because it's like, it's things that we deserve reparations, but I don't think that could ever happen.
No.
Could you imagine how they would treat us if that happened?
It'll be even worse.
They'll be beating people up in the streets.
I'm not gonna lie, if that day ever came, I would take that reparations money and I will fuck off somewhere else.
Yeah, you would have to bounce.
Why am I still staying in the UK?
Because they'll literally be looking at black people in the street and be like, yeah.
Literally, you're the reason why I haven't got my universal credit. Kill him! I'm not involved.
Yeah, no.
Give me my money, let me bounce.
I just can't believe we live in the times that we live in. Did you watch that video? You know, what's his name, the YouTuber, Nico, when he went to the EDL march, but he went in disguise.
Oh, I never saw it, but I heard about it.
I watched it the other day. If you see some of the things that people were saying, Dionté, it was terrifying. There was one that was just like, oh, yeah, you know, we've got all the black sea. He's like, yeah, I can say, because obviously he disguised himself. Basically, he like, Nico Omilana is a YouTuber, and he always does these like pranks and things or whatever. So he did this video where he went to the EDL march, which happened a few weeks ago, but he like went in disguise. So he like basically painted himself white, put on like a disguise, and he looked like a white man. And he went to this rate, and he was like basically interviewing people. And the things people were saying, especially about black people, and I looked at these people and I thought, these are people that work in our GP surgeries. These are people that work in our NHS. These are people that work in our councils that are saying these things about black people. Yeah. It's terrifying.
And that's the sad thing, man. It's a shame that we're in 2025 and shit like this is still happening.
I know, it's ridiculous.
But with the EDL, not EDL, what's it called?
It is EDL.
EDL?
Defence League.
Yeah.
EDL, yeah.
EDL. Sorry. I don't know why it sounded wrong in my head when I said
ridiculous
it. But yeah, even with the EDL, I don't get so annoyed anymore because it just feels like they're spewing ignorance. Like,
yeah, it is.
It's like you're a puppet. You saw something and you're like, yep, that's the reality.
Gotta run with it.
Yeah, like, so I don't like to get upset by people who are ignorant.
Yeah.
It's annoying that they're willfully ignorant, but when if I can see that someone is going out of their way to be ignorant, stay away from me, man.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care to hear that. To be fair, I'm now in like a point or an era, let me say, of like, I don't even want to watch shit like that anymore.
Yeah, no.
Like, I know it's happening. Yeah. I don't need to. Yeah, it's draining. It's
very
like,
emotionally draining.
I don't want to keep looking at that and then getting annoyed or getting angry or getting upset. Like, I just want to live my life as happy as possible. Yeah. So now, like, when I see things, I quickly scroll. Yeah. Like, I get it. It's happening. I don't need to keep seeing it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But they're all just ignorant, man. It's like, that's saying, why argue with fools?
Yeah, it's true.
It makes no sense.
It's really true. But yeah, in regards to what Lenry Henry said, I hear it, but I just don't think that is something, unfortunately, that will ever come around.
We should, but we're not.
Yeah, and I don't even know if it's worth fighting for.
It's not, to be fair.
I don't really think it is. And it's so sad to say that, but I don't actually think it is.
It's not.
Yeah.
That's why I don't care. Like, even if what they were saying is true about immigrants getting benefits and and getting houses, yeah, that's the least you can do.
Literally.
That's literally the least you can do. For what you've done to their countries, the least you can do is offer them a place to sleep, fam. Literally. And some money to get through it.
Scattered their countries, man.
Come on. That's the least you can fucking do.
Countries. And the thing is, people make it out like they're saying it is like, oh, they just want to come here and take all our jobs. They just want a luxury life. It's like, you do
They're
not
coming here for a reason.
The extent of what is happening in these people's countries, that they have to. Do you know how mad it is? Do you think anybody wants to leave their country to run away like that? Exactly. They were living happy lives.
Especially if their country was actually doing well.
Exactly.
So why, like Rashida said, why would they want to leave a country that was doing well to come to you?
Where they've grown up, where they've started families, where they have friends, where they have why would they say, oh, I'm just going to leave today, I'm just going to leave and go to the UK and I'm just going to take the job, I'm just going to take the money, stay in the hotels, I'm just going to do that because that's what I feel like doing today.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, like we said in previous episodes, leave them. Let them rush us all out, all immigrants out, do all of that. Their country will crash and then they will come begging for us back.
How will they even function?
Did you not see with France how their government collapsed because they're not doing African trades anymore? Crazy. So now their government collapsed and they're literally in mayhem instantly as well.
Crazy.
So let them do it.
Yeah.
Let them do it. At least we have homes to go back to. Where are they going?
They've got nowhere to go.
Leave them.
And they're just so...
Plan your exit though, but...
They couldn't function without us. Did you even see how, like, at the EDL march, people were going to get curries?
Oi!
One guy was queuing up to get an onion bhaji. It's just like, are you...
With the fucking Union Jack flag on his head.
Are you fucking serious?
How you know it? The fact that the British national dish is a chicken tikka masala is
insane. Can you imagine? Let's start with that. Let's just pause and everyone think about that. Listen to what Dionté just said. She said the national dish of this country is a chicken tikka masala.
But if you get rid of all of us, and what is going to be your national dish?
Stop it. British people love an effing curry. Oh, I'm going to get a curry.
Yeah.
They love it.
Fam, you can't pick and choose. You either take our culture, you have to take us with it. Who's going to be cooking the food?
Gonna get a takeaway tonight. What are we going to get? Let's get a curry.
Anyway, leave them.
Let's get a Chinese.
This is what I mean, Rashida. Like, it's all based off ignorance.
Yeah, it's just
because if they were actually well informed, number one, they would actually have British-owned restaurants that they would go to instead of lining up for the ethnic dish. All of these things, like, it just shows me that it's all ignorance.
Yeah.
That's all. So leave them. Let them march, but we still here.
We still here.
We're still here. Take us out. Honestly. You can march all you want, but in reality, we're not going nowhere. And our government really won't take us out, I don't think, because they know the power we have as immigrants. So it is what it is, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, we ain't getting that shit.
No, we ain't getting no reparations, man. I don't ever see that happening in my lifetime, if I'm being completely honest. But it'd be nice. I could do the extra 3, and I think what makes that funny is that he said, how much was it? 3 trillion?
18 trillion.
18 trillion, sorry. Do you know how wild that number is?
This is why I'll take that money and cut.
Percentage, boy. I mean, I could do like a couple extra, you know.
Exactly.
But
I'm telling you.
I don't know if that's something that will happen in our life.
No, I won't.
Unfortunately.
Okay, guys. So it is now time for group chat confession. So, the group chat confession of this episode is, my friend said she couldn't afford the trip, then went on another one.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that is so funny.
So, my friendship group planned a weekend away for my birthday. One of my closest friends said she couldn't come because money was tight, which is totally understandable. We all felt bad, but didn't pressure her. Fast forward to the same weekend, she posts a whole other trip on Instagram with a different group of friends. Same dates, same type of trip. Everyone in our group chat was fuming. She said it was a last-minute cheap deal and that it wasn't personal, but it definitely felt personal. Am I petty for feeling betrayed, or is that actually shady?
That is shady.
That is shady as hell.
Just be honest. I don't get it.
This is what I don't understand. Like, you could have actually... But to be fair, it did say that... I swear it said that it was a last-minute deal. Yeah, she said it was a last-minute cheap deal, so she didn't even have it planned when she rejected her original friend's holiday.
I don't think I believe that, you know.
I don't either.
I feel like she was always going to go on the other one. She just didn't want to say, I don't want to go on this one.
But then... That's what makes it more silly to me, because if you knew about it, surely it would have been easier to say, oh, guys, I would have loved to, but I've already got plans.
Yeah.
So I would actually think it would be better for her if she had known beforehand.
Yeah.
But to me, if she is telling the truth about it was a last minute deal, so when you finally got the money, you didn't want to jump on our trip.
Yeah.
Like, why is that? I think that's what it is for me. Like, you planned a trip after you knew that your other friend group are going on a trip that weekend and invited you to it. That is what is shady.
Not buying
but like, I feel like lie or truth, it's bad.
Yeah.
And to me, I just feel like she either has outgrown you or she doesn't want to be your friend for some reason.
Yeah.
But maybe she just doesn't have the heart to say anything. So maybe she did that to I personally feel like she did that to show, I don't really want to be friends with you guys no more.
Yeah.
Like, I've got a new friendship group, get the hint.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's was the message she was trying to portray.
Yeah.
Rather than her lying. Because I feel like if she was to lie, it would be easier to just say, I've got plans.
Yeah. Than
for you to say, I booked it last minute.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Yeah. So, yeah, I just personally feel like she's giving you a message. And yeah, I just think she is being shady and you should take her up on her message. Like, don't beg friend. If she doesn't want to be your friend anymore, people will show you through their action.
Yeah.
She's shown you. I personally wouldn't even reach out to her.
Yeah, I think
like that anymore.
Just be, okay, cool. So clearly you don't want to be my friend anymore.
Yeah, like, I would take the hint.
Yeah.
And yes, it sucks, but at least you still have your friend group. Like, there's still other people.
Yeah.
Who are your friends in that group. But yeah, me,
It's just very shady the way that she's done it. Just people just need to use their words. Exactly. And the thing is as well, like, if you've agreed to this trip and then someone else comes and, like, let's say for example, like, I book a trip with you guys and then my other group of friends are like, oh, we're actually going here and you wanted to, it's just like, well, I'm like, do you know what I mean? It's like, I'm going here now, can't make it. Or if you really want to make it, you could just be honest and be like, guys, I'm not going to lie, like, I'd rather go here. Just, people just need to use their words.
Yeah.
Like, I get how it can be a sticky situation because it's like, oh, shit, you know, but, you know. Yeah. That's just shady.
I just think she doesn't want to be their friends anymore.
AF, yeah.
Because there was ways around it. Like, you may have not had money at the time they were booking, but the moment that you did have money, you could be like, guys, could you add me on the booking?
Yeah.
If she really wanted to go. So the fact that she still booked another trip, knowing the dates, she doesn't want to be your friend.
Last minute deal, you know.
She doesn't want to be your friend.
Last minute deal. Girl.
How much was the deal?
Honestly, girl, be for real.
Be for real.
Yeah, I think she just doesn't want to be friends.
So
every time, as I get older, I just realise that people are actually mad.
People aren't raised the same way you are. People don't have the same heart as you do. People aren't as genuine as you are. Like,
the sooner you realise that, the
better. You will save yourself a lot of heartache.
Heartache and pain.
Yes, man.
When you realise people are not raised the same as you and people are tapped.
And sometimes let's normalize, like, taking what someone says at face value the first time or what someone does the first time.
Yeah.
If it's something like this, yes, other people may say, oh, you're being petty, but this is how things start.
Yeah.
Because if you can do this, what is stopping you from doing something else to me?
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? And one thing about me, I'm not going to come and beg friend. Like, that to me is a clear sign that you don't really want to chill like that with me anymore, which is fine. Yeah. We all outgrow each other. Like, certain people, we outgrow each other, whatever. But, like, I just hate the fact that people just can't be upfront and honest. Like, what do you think is going to happen if you're upfront and honest? Yeah. Like, what do you think is the worst thing? Do you think they're just going to unalive you? Like, what is the thing?
Even if they do get... I think, the more honest you are, just like, guys, I'm not going to lie, like, I would just rather go to this country.
Yeah,
blah, 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 because it's there and I know we were planning this and maybe we can do something else. Maybe we can go here instead. Like, people get upset about things, but they get over it.
Yeah, like... I'm telling you, the truth is always better, even if it doesn't sound like it. Because once someone finds out that you lied, whatever you said previously doesn't matter. They only focus on the fact that you lied to them.
Yeah.
So that's why I always say, always give the harsh truth instead of a beautiful lie. Because the harsh truth, yes, they may not like it, but at least you've told them the truth. Do you get what I mean? Like, no one can come back and say that you lied. So... more people just need to get into that habit of saying your true feelings. But that's me.
Yeah, literally I'm the same as you. Okay, guys. It is now coming towards the end of the episode, so you guys know that means it is time to wind down. Right, okay, so I've got another one of my mad, ridiculous, would you rather pick an option questions, right? Okay. So, this one is so silly, but anyway, this one says...
oh my God, I'm scared, guys!
This one says, would you rather your whole group chat gets leaked? So think of like the maddest group chat that you're in where you lot just talk wreck. And imagine that gets leaked. You come on Instagram one day, it's like, bam, Dionté's group chat. All the messages are on the shade bar,
Oh, shit.
They're all on the shade bar, or get caught having sex by a parent. This is so ridiculous and silly, bro.
Oh my gosh. Both are mad, but I would definitely rather my group chat be leaked.
Would you?
Yeah, fam. Because anyway, you know me. One thing about me, I said what I said.
Actually, like, you're very...
I don't care. If I get caught, even if it's mad, like, even my pride won't allow me to be like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I'll be like, I said it and what?
I said,
like, and usually, to be fair though, I feel like, from my point of view anyway, anything that comes out, I don't think people would be that shocked about.
Okay, yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Like, it would be something I've already expressed or that's common knowledge about that person. Okay. So, in terms of me, it wouldn't be that... To be fair, I just wouldn't care like that. Yes, I'll be mortified for like 5 minutes and then after I'll be like, But to be caught by a parent having sex is insane. It's actually insane. That is and like, okay, actually, when you mean being caught, is it like the guy's on top of you and there's covers over you, or is it like full riding session or doggy style and like you're caught in that?
He's got you bent over.
No, I'm picking the group chat. I'm actually picking the group chat.
You bent over.
No.
And you know when they flip you, like he's just flipped you around, and you're enjoying, and you're like, what? You know, sometimes when you're getting it so good, you're like, whoa! you're like in that position.
And the thing is, those type of positions, you actually get lost in it, and I'll turn around now.
Imagine, and the thing is, you get so lost in the moment.
I'm just gonna be standing there for like 10 minutes.
Time.
That would traumatize me. I'll never be able to look at my parents the same again, ever.
Oh my gosh, yeah, no, I can't lie. Yeah, no, that's, now that I've said that, that is a bit mad. But the thing is, some of the things that I have said in my group chats, guys, like, oh my God, I think people will be like, is this Rashida? Like, how could she say that?
Don't.
Some of the things that I can come out with sometimes. Some of just the conversations that we can have. And the thing is, I've got different group chats for different things. Like, obviously, I've got so many different group chats. Of course, my friends, like, I've got some group chats where me and my girls, we just talk clothes. Like, guys, what do you think of this outfit? This place, Zara's on sale, like, all exciting. And then I've got a group chat in particular with me and two of my friends. And I know if I want to say something wild, yeah. And I'm just like, I'm not going to lie, like, guys, like, I can send it in that group chat. 100%. There was, like, a few people. There's another one of my friends as well. If I want to talk something wreck, I can send it to her. It should be like, Rashida, I'm on the same page.
Yeah, fam.
But if those things came out, I will be mortified.
It's crazy, though.
Because some of the things I've said sometimes, I'm just like, no, Rashida, man. But sometimes you've just got going on people, like, or going on things or situations.
Yeah,
like,
fam.
people like, no, Rashida, like, yeah.
No, I hear that.
So I actually don't know. No, actually, no, I think the group chat, you'd rather the group chat get lead. Imagine my mum seeing me like that.
No, man. And one thing, like, I'm
so ashamed of myself. And the thing is, it's like, we're grown. This is the thing that we were talking about before. Like, no, but anyway, nobody.
No, regardless, yeah. Even though
we're grown women, our mums know what we do. Like, do you know what I mean? They know they're not stupid, but
to see it are two different things.
That, even to hear about, I'm not gonna go to my mum and be like, "Mum, you're not gonna lie that."
Are you insane?
And the thing, especially, like, you know, like, sometimes, like, if you're having sex, like, sometimes when I think about sex, yeah, I think, not that it's disrespectful, but some of the positions you're in, you're just like, wow, is that really me? Like, it's
it is a bit disrespectful, but like, not in a bad way.
Yeah, great, but you get what I mean. Like, there's some things that happen when you're having sex, and you're just like, flipping out, this is a bit mad.
To be caught in certain positions is
there's
crazy.
Like certain positions you get, and you're just like, flipping out.
If you were saying like a missionary thing and like your like thing was covered, I would probably pick get caught, but
positions where you're like,
or even like giving head and that. Yeah, that is so fucking degrading. It looks degrading.
On like your hands and knees. Because if you're doing it and then like lying down or whatever, then it's like, okay, cool. But if you're actually on your hands and it's actually like, this is a bit bad.
Wait, would you?
Oh God. Okay, good.
Would you rather get caught giving head or receiving head? But like, both of you butt naked, you're going to get caught, like no covers on you whatsoever, like. Your parents are walking on you with either his head in between your legs and you're there like, or you giving him head.
I think I'd rather receive him.
100%.
Acting. But if you're doing, it's actually think about it. It's
not because at least like when you're receiving, it's like the power is in your hands. Exactly. So it doesn't. It's not. But it's not. Yeah. At least she wasn't doing it. He was doing it to her. But it's like, if your parents catch their daughter on their knees, that is really crazy. That's wild. Like, it just automatically gives off hope. Yeah. You can be with your husband, but if you get caught like that, it gives off hope.
Wild, yeah.
It looks so degrading. Like,
that is wild. No,
that is mad. Crazy. But yeah, leave my group chat any day. Any day. I'm so sorry.
It might have to be the group chat.
It might have to. Mad. We're going to hide it for a bit with the group chat and...
Yeah, then you come back out and it's just like, yeah, you know.
Yeah, people will forget and move on. But the sex one, I don't think, even if my parents move on, me personally...
I would never move on.
I would never be able to move on.
I wouldn't.
I really
wouldn't
won't.
move on from that. I don't think I could.
I would be scared.
Because it's like your parents know it's like a natural thing. And we're adults, like I'm 32 years old. Like if I get a boyfriend, of course that's what I'm on. But it's just like you don't want your parents.
But it's just an unspoken thing. Like
man.
It's kind of like when you get pregnant. Your parents know what you're doing.
Yeah, but
I don't need to disclose it. You can see I'm pregnant.
Well, you know, I made the baby in this position.
Literally.
Yeah, it's a bit mad.
That's nuts.
Yeah, no.
Let's keep our dignity.
Yeah.
At least chatting shit, everyone chats shit.
Yeah.
The person could be mad, but let's not sit here like they've probably chatted shit about you.
Yeah.
It just wasn't caught.
No, man.
But yeah.
That was, very ridiculous question. But yeah, guys.
Yes, we have come to the end of episode 39. If you've stuck with us till the end, we thank you so, so much. Also, as well, if there's anything in regards to Black history and the topics that we've discussed that you want to add on, feel free to put it in the comments as well. We'd love to hear the comparisons between our generation and the generations before. Also, our individual accounts as well as our podcast accounts will be in the description below on both Spotify and YouTube. So feel free to give us a follow. Contact us on social media if you have any group chat confession or even any wind down questions that you want us to answer on the pod.
Yeah, please send in some wind down questions, guys.
Yes.
That'd be funny.
Right, on that note, Rashida.
Cheers.
Cheers to Black History Month.
Yes, cheers to being black, man.
Yes. Say it loud.
Say it loud.
I'm black and I'm proud.
Yeah, I'm black and I'm proud. BLM, man.
In a bit, guys.
Bye, guys.